Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Alrighty folks, we have made it to almost the weekend. It is Thursday going into our Friday. I'm Weatherman Dustin Staples. I hope you're having a good day. Yes, it's been kind of gloomy. We have seen those warm, extremely warm temperatures already. We have been approaching the dew points, basically the amount of moisture available in the atmosphere have been in the 60s almost. So it's been feeling a little bit uncomfortable, muggy out there. So feeling more like late May than it is early April at this moment in time. But again, the potential for some severe weather is out there for late going on this afternoon. Of course, the severe weather threat will begin to dwindle down as we do make our way towards the upcoming evening hours. But right now we are, of course, that chance of a slight risk is still out there this evening. We will begin to see those warm, extremely warm temperatures and muggy-like feels in our direction, feeling more like I said, late May than we are early April. Showers and storms will continue to persist for overnight, going into about 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Most of the severe weather is then out of here, and then however we're left with a few passing showers. It's not going to be until later in the midnight hour we may get a lull of the break in the precipitation. Now that this front is beginning to stall out and stay with us for the next day or two, we are going to begin to see some much heavier rain fall for going into our Friday. So just do know that tonight and going into the Friday and the start of the weekend is looking kind of wet, more so to say the least, feeling like summer than it is spring right now. So if you're trying to get used to seeing sunset backgrounds like this in the image portrayed here, not tonight, nor probably tomorrow night. We're going to have a few nights where we're going to see, obviously, some much unsettled weather here for our next few days. Well, going in the next 24 hours. We are going to remain very unsettled as you make your way towards going into Easter weekend. Now, moving on to area-wide overnight lows tonight, temperatures are going to remain very cool. Finally, we're going to cool back down once again, something that we continue to have this pattern where we have been warm at night and then we cool off again and then we kind of remain stable. But again, showers and storms will persist overnight. The main concern for any storm that does develop late this afternoon going into your Thursday evening will be, again, those gusty winds and the possibility of, the hail threat, is to say the least. Again, we'll keep a close eye on that. Maybe in the evening hours, of course, things will start to dwindle down, feeling a lot more comfortable. Now, there's going to be a change in the wind, finally, the north-northwest breeze moving in our direction. We've been stuck in the southerly flow for the last several days. Now, look at the map tomorrow. I'm going to take a second for you to look at that. You see the common theme there? We don't move much. Anywhere between 54 and 55 and 56 degrees is what we're going to be seeing for our hometown. So, unfortunately, not much adjustment in temperature-wise for any of our areas. So, tomorrow is going to be one of those days where, yes, I understand it's Friday and it's Good Friday. So, some students, of course, you may have the weekend off. Maybe you have Monday off as well for work for Easter Monday. So, if you're doing anything this tomorrow for Friday, just do expect that we are going to see rain showers likely throughout the day periodically. So if you have plans tomorrow, you're just going to have to kind of do them indoors, unfortunately. Again, some of this rain could fall heavily at times with a steady rain. And look at our temperatures here, like I've already stated earlier, 54 tomorrow, your low of 40. It's going to feel kind of chilly almost. Now, some of you may know that Easter is always a movable holiday. Now, we've had Easters in March where it's been pretty cold, and we've also had Easters in mid to late April even where it's been extremely hot. Now, this year is right in the middle of the say the least, but more leaning towards the cooler side than it is the warm side right now anyway. So other than that, though, our sunrise is coming in at 6:56. Those northeast breezes coming in at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and bada bing, bada boom. Shania Dalton always, we joke about this all the time, about giving the ranking scale, giving a 1 tomorrow because it deserves it, unfortunately. So kids are home from school. You know, maybe mom and dad have been telling you to get up and do some chores around the house or something like that. Tomorrow's going to be an indoor chore day. I will say that. But maybe if you want to go out while mom and dad's at work, kids, got your car, right? Get the younger siblings, go out there and get their Easter preparedness for them and surprise them when they come back, Friday night or whatever they're doing. So if you've got plans doing other things, just do expect the rain showers will continue through much of the day on your Friday. Let's take a look now towards the weekend, because obviously it's an important weekend for sure. Obviously for Easter, doing anything. So Saturday or Friday night going into Saturday, we will begin to see the rain begin to taper off just a little bit, but I'm not expecting this, it's going to be a very slow duration of this rain beginning to dwindle down. Look at this cold Saturday almost. A week ago, we were in the 70s and we had high gusty winds. Now we're cold and wet for the Saturday leading up to Easter, so do expect a much colder than average weekend leading to Easter, but Easter itself is looking pretty nice. They're coming in at 61, so we'll break this down for you. Again, cooler, or chillier than average, to say the least, because it's been so, warm, relatively speaking, to say the least, and now that we're beginning to cool down again, here we go, this fluctuation of an up and down roller coaster trend. But again, the winds will begin to relax later on the day on Saturday. That's the good news. We'll see a mostly sunny day for Easter, near normal, and then again our cooler. Oh, look at these lows dipping almost near freezing some parts, but I'm not expecting, of course, any snow with this. So don't get your hopes up for a snowy white Easter or whatever you want to call it. Do expect chilly temperatures out there. Most of this rainfall will be ending before midnight anyway, going into the early, late hours of Sunday morning. So by the time you wake up Sunday morning, some areas may see clouds, but there are other areas may just see plentifully sunny skies, and that's what I'm expecting to continue to persist through our Sunday on that matter as well. So if you thought, the weekend's going to be nice, the later half of the weekend. Remember, of course, sunrise services are going to be chilly, so keep that in mind. Make sure the kiddos and yourself have a little light jacket or sweater with you, and then maybe later in the afternoon, of course, winds will begin to relax and not as breezy as gusting. We're talking about maybe northwest and maybe northeast breezes about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So other than that, I'm not expecting a complete washout for both Saturday and Sunday, but again, Saturday is going to be the definite transition day for rainfall, but definitely Sunday is going to be the best day for any Easter egg hunts and stuff of that nature. Easter services, church services, brunches, whatever you're doing in the afternoon, get out there and enjoy it. Of course, Easter Monday, it's also looking pretty okay. But then guess what? We have more unsettled weather coming back again next week. So it is that time of year we are getting enough rain, or we're not getting enough rain. We're getting more warm weather than cool weather days at its finest. You all have a great weekend, everybody. We'll continue the conversation on next week. Be sure to tune in to the BTW21 News Weekend Review tomorrow with Luis Romero. He's going to be at the anchor desk updating you on a very busy week, very, very busy week. It has been, of course, you've been following us on Facebook. You know what's been happening, and also on our website as well. Happy Easter or Resurrection Sunday, however you want to say it. Enjoy your weekend, students. You have the weekend off, of course, for holidays, for the school itself, and enjoy your days off from work. Of course, we're here working for you, never taking days off, right? We hope you have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.